It's time to unlock the Econeer palette for tier 2 of the event. If you're not familiar with the EXO Cares event, don't worry, you'll catch up with what's happening in this video. So I'll start by building a small automation here. We've got 3 EXO request platforms to make things go a little bit faster. And then we've got some platforms where we are gonna use the small printers to create a ton of those metal flowers, the ones that require organic and scrap. I guess we should also add a platform in there to make sure nothing glitches through the ground. So we'll do that as well. Alright, so there we go. And now we'll use 2 small printers. This should be enough. We need to set both of these to the word that I still cannot read. But these are the metal flowers that basically give us 50 points each. And you'll see how they look in just a second now. And then we'll need scrap and organic. So we've got a little tiny organic farm here, but I'm pretty sure this is more than enough to complete the event. You don't need a bigger one. And we can grab some organic from there. And then we can grab some scrap for our scrap farm. We've got a classic one right here, but we've also got a huge Astroneer scrap farm up there. If you've seen that video, then leave a comment down below. I'm really curious to see how many people are still here after all this time. Great, so we've got 33 organic and 33 scrap right here. Let's enable output on both of these. And this is how these things look. I still can't say the name. There we go, and now we can turn on these auto arms. Maybe we need to bring these a little bit closer, but this should be fine. And these are filling up our EXO request platforms. We are still gonna need to send them manually, because for whatever reason you cannot automate EXO request platforms the same way you can automate trade platforms. You've seen right there behind me, we've got an automated trade platform. This works on its own, but it's backed up now, so that's why it stopped. But you cannot do the same for the EXO request platform. That would have been way too easy. So we'll need to send these manually, and each one will be 400 points, since we can send 8 of these plants that are 50 points each. So I'll go ahead and send these manually, and then the auto arms will fill them back up again. And we've used all of these canisters, so now we need to bring some other ones. Yes, we could have built this platform right here and have auto arms automatically fit this in there, but as I said, that would have been way too easy, and this still is way too easy. If we really wanted to, we could complete the whole event in 20 minutes, something like that. But that's why I'm glad they added a new thing this year, and that's the community event. If you don't know, Astroneer said it in their blog post on the site. With the EXO Cares Initiative, they want to take care of the environment. So if the whole Astroneer community manages to plant 10 million trees in the time of the EXO Cares Initiative event, then Astroneer will donate $5,000, I think it is, to a charity that takes care of the environment. So that's why in this video we are also gonna do our part, and we are gonna plant hundreds of trees. I'm not gonna stop there. I will plant trees in the next videos as well, because I really want to see the whole community reach that 10 million goal. But this is getting a little bit backed up here, so let's go ahead and send these. We've also received some rewards here, and this is placing stuff in my backpack now. So we've got dynamite, packagers, we've got a medium shredder, that's pretty nice, and more packagers. Okay, so nice rewards. I will place them here next to the rewards we got in the last video where we completed the first tier of this event. And we might use some of these to shred them, because we might not really need them that much. So let's go ahead and send this. And the first 2 came back already. Let me place these back in here and disable output. There we go. Now we can turn these back on. And we are getting pretty close, so we are gonna complete the tier by sending these rockets. And we should unlock the Econeer palette now. There we go, we've unlocked it. So let's take a look and see how this shapes up. Here we have it. This is the Econeer palette. Wow, this looks interesting. Let me get some light in here. This definitely works well with the mallet we received in the first tier. Yeah, nice palette, yeah. We'll definitely be wearing it for the duration of this event. Then I'm gonna change into some more not ugly clothes, let me just say that. But it's a pretty cool palette. If you like it, then I guess it's good for you. I'm not really that into it, but it's pretty different from all other palettes in Astroneer, so yeah. Different is the right word. Alright, so we've completed the second tier. Now for the third tier, we'll receive the Envision Visor, and we'll need 14,000 points. You've seen just how easy it is to complete this, so we can do that in 5 minutes now. But I'm actually not going to do that in this video. I leave that for the next video, and that's because we'll also have some other stuff to do. meaning the secret tiers that come afterwards. But don't go anywhere because we need to plant those trees. And in their blog post, the Astroneer developers mentioned that planting a ton of trees in a single spot can lead to lag and cause world instability. So that's why I have a duplicate save of this world. We are gonna move in there, we are gonna collect at least 100 seeds and we are gonna plant them into a forest. And then we can just harvest that and replant the whole forest over and over again to get that community goal up in there. I think they posted on their Instagram account a couple days ago that we are making good progress for the community event, so I think that's pretty cool. But now let's get to some trees. But I was talking about this third tier and what comes after it. So with completing the secret tiers, we'll receive some cool rewards, which are gonna be the chips as well. If you remember from the breakdown event, we got these chips which go from 1 out of 5 all the way to 5 out of 5. I think I've got one of each somewhere. The developers said we should hold on to these because they'll be important later. So I'm guessing there will be a big update this year where all of these chips will be important. And there is a new set of 5 chips for this event. So we are gonna need to get all 5 of those as well. But that's for the next video. Right now, let's move into the other save. This is the duplicate for the trees. It's an exact duplicate of this save. So I'll load in there and then we can go to Silva to get the big trees. I guess that's better for dramatic purposes. I can also make a pretty cool thumbnail out of that. And we're gonna collect at least 100 seeds. Okay, so here we are, we loaded in this other world. And I actually duplicated it before we built this automation right here, but that's okay. We'll just use this world for trees. So let's get some storage in here and we can head over to Silva. Okay, we've got everything we need, so let's launch. And by the way, if you want to help for the 10 million community goal, then any kind of tappable plants count for this. So if you plant the normal plants, that does not count toward the community goal. But if you plant any of the 5 new tappable plants, then those count. You can find each of them on one planet. So the moons don't have any specific plants, but each planet has one. And for the Silva, it's the plumfers. I'm gonna find one. I think I see one over there. I'm gonna find one to show you what it looks like if you want to help with the community event as well. And yeah, so this is it. This is called a plumfer and you can spot it by these flowers on it. All of the tappable plants have those flowers on them. So there we go, we've got 2 seeds. So I'm just gonna go around here, collect 100 of these, I guess, and then we'll plant all of those. We'll find the nice flat spot, maybe in here. We'll plant all of them. Then I'll take some pictures for the thumbnail and then we can harvest all of them and then plant them again and then harvest and plant them again. So, you know, just to help with the community goal. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do all of this collecting off camera and then I'll see you when I've got all of the seeds.
One eternity later.
Okay, so I was trying to line up 100 of these here and then plant all of them in a nice time lapse, but I forgot that they despawn after being left on the ground for a while, so I'll need to start planting them already because they're just disappearing now. I forgot to take that into account and I was taking way too long to collect all of them and place them here. So yeah, they started disappearing, but we'll plant however many we've got here and then I'll get the other ones. And look at them despawning. Look at that. We had this whole area filled up. So I guess I lost like half of them. So I'll go collect some more then. But this is what we've got so far. They are still growing there. They are lined up in here so that we can take some cool pictures through the forest. And we can also count them easier that way. But yeah, I'll just keep throwing these in here and I'll come back when I've got all of them. I got some more placed in here, so I can still do a small time lapse. And there we go. Now let me count these up and see how many we have so far. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. And each row has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so that means we've got 50 here. We are halfway there. We'll just get another 50 on this side. And yeah, I guess that will be 100. So I'll just do this off camera and I'll show you once we've got all 100 of them. We are almost done here. We should be pretty close to 100 now. And I believe this is the last row of 5 that we need to get to 100. So let's get these in here. And there we go. Let me just count these up one last time to make sure. Yes, so we got 20 in every row, and we've got 5 different rows here. And this is a really dense forest. Look at how beautiful it is going through here. That's really nice. We could actually have like a secret base, and this would sort of surround it, and you would have to enter through a tunnel sort of like this. That would be a pretty cool natural base. So hey, maybe we'll do that. I'm thinking of doing that in the Aatrox series. By the way, if you don't know about that, it usually comes out every Monday, but I'm just gonna wait for these last ones to grow as well, and then we can start harvesting all of them and replanting. I will do this operation a couple times over so that we can have a ton of plants. Oh, and we are getting multiple seeds, so we can keep expanding this in here. But yeah, I'll just keep on doing this, and I can't wait to see when the community goal is reached, especially knowing that I'm doing my part to get to that 10 million point. So that's gonna be extremely cool. I'll keep doing this off camera, but we'll also do it in the next videos. And don't forget, next time we'll complete the 3rd tier, and we'll complete the secret tiers as well. We'll gather all the chips. If you want to make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos, then the best thing you can do is click that subscribe button. And hey, there's a cool video on screen right here if you want to check that out. So I'll see you there. Cheers, Astroneers!